What's up, everybody, and welcome to SNU Gaming. This is Servo18 back with a MotoGP18 review. So I'm here in career mode running qualifying laps. I had to record this and then audio over it because I can't hit an apex to save my life if I'm trying to talk on this game. But fun game, definitely an upgrade from MotoGP 8 or 17. Had a little lag right there in the stream, I guess. But definitely an upgrade from 17. Fun game. They definitely did a lot to upgrade the handling model, which is way different than 17. Completely way different. It's better. It took me about an hour or two to really get used to it, but it's way better. Career mode is way more in-depth. I like that. There's bike development, things that you have to do. Keeps you more invested in it and wanting to go on longer. So that's good. I wish they went deeper into live the life of the rider. I think that's somewhere they can really take the series to the next level with media, more commentary, better animations, more things going on off track. But when it comes down to a game like this, the most important part is the gameplay, and they hit the head on the nail, so to speak. Did a really good job with the gameplay. Physics work great. It's way better, less clingy, less touchy than the last version of this game. So hats off to them for pulling that off. That was well done. Aesthetically, it looks great. Graphics are great. It's a beautiful game. I'm playing it on the 1S, but it definitely was made for the X and the PS4 Pro. It definitely utilizes those powers and is just an altogether beautiful game to play. I like the career card they kind of gave you. There's like a Twitter feed, and then your results, and if you're a champion, you have the champion stuff, and all that stuff I think is really interesting. I'm a big fan of how they help new people or newcomers to the series. If you don't know how to set up one of these bikes, or if you don't really want to learn how, having your mechanic be able to, you just tell them what's wrong and them do it is good. I wish that was in other games. I also think the tutorial is really good for somebody who has no idea what they're doing. My only gripes about this are I really think the off-track stuff could go way deeper. The commentator only says the bare minimum. It sounds really scripted. It's not like you're watching a MotoGP race. It's just a scripted and almost a poorly scripted way of saying stuff. But that's, when it comes down to these kinds of games, those are little details that you don't like, but that I think are important. I think off the track stuff, like more media involvement. Like, I remember old F1 games when the media was really big and the player got to interact with them. I think that's just so cool. How every action that you have on the track had something to do with the media. I think that's awesome. So big kudos to them. That was good. But I think they can do a lot better. I think it's good. I think I didn't really have any big glitch issues. I saw a lot of people talking about big glitch issues. I didn't have that, so I'm not sure. Maybe that was on different versions. I'm not sure. Maybe people got it earlier than I did. It's hard to tell in those situations, especially with a game that really is out there for, it's coming out of Italy, Milestone, and all the developers and everybody playing it all around the world. So it's a fun game to play. A lot more esports motivated. They really went for as realistic gameplay as they can. Now you can control the start with the clutch. I'm god awful at it, but I do think that's nice. A more realistic sim-like gameplay. So I'm altogether very happy with the $50 US I spent for the game. Definitely would recommend it. I am by no means really good at this game. I'm playing on 90% difficulty in the career mode. Just trying to get good at it. I don't know these tracks, so something that everybody can definitely build on. I think it's fun. I think it's something that I'll definitely hope they build on in the future. This almost feels like to me like one of the early games from the F1 series, ones that they really started hitting their stride, and the next couple games were just completely phenomenal. So I think they have a lot of upside to this game. I think my three favorite things are career mode is just fantastic. They've really upgraded it. They made it better. It can be way better, but they made it better. Bike development is great, and I think the physics are just 10 times better. So those are their 3 grades. I think they can work on more commentary, less scripting, more like if you're really watching one. Better. I really want to see a media aspect, live the life of the rider. And I think there's a little tweaking to be done on almost everything. So those are my gripes. I think it's pretty hard sometimes to hit the apex like you're supposed to, but I'm not that great at it yet. So it's a fun game. I think low speed, this is almost atrocious. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, dislike it and let me know. So thanks. And I would just say out of this game, I'd give it a 7.5 to a 7.8. It's a good game aesthetically and physically, but there's just more to be desired for me as I'm, comparing it to bigger titles. So hopefully this is a stepping stone for Milestone, especially with MXGP Pro coming. And I'm sure we'll get another one of these next year, and I hope they just keep building and building on this. So appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
For the moment, it looks like there won't be need for further confirmation. Now he will probably analyse the last few laps with his track engineer and decide what to do.